I ready? I'm never ready. I'm totally not ready. But maybe. Possibly? Kind of? No. Not really. But yes. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live stream for me. It's Wednesday, which means we're playing Warframe. My name is Psycho Max. How y'all doing? I'm very tired. I'm always tired because I don't ever get proper sleep. So, as the title suggests, we're playing with some Warframes today. We're gonna check out VAUBAN. I did get his heirloom skins, as well as DAGATH. I got her Lunar New Year skin, and we also still have GYRE Prime, which I was finally recently able to get the last of the Prime access for GYRE Prime, so I now have her accessories, and so we can do some more cosmetics on her. As far as what we're doing today, if any of you remember the last Warframe stream, which was 2 weeks ago, we were working on getting the last of our Kuva weapons, so that when the new Kuva weapons dropped, it would be easier to just go and grab, the new Kuva weapon, not weapons, there's only one, but, yeah, so we're farming, we're farming that. I'm working on the Kuva Grattler right now. I still need the Kuva Sobek, and by getting those, it should make it a lot easier to go out and grab the new Kuva Ghoul Saw when it finally drops, if it hasn't already. I don't know, I didn't actually read the patch notes when the last update dropped. They gave us the cool new skins. There you go. You can see me now, you can see VAUBAN over my shoulder. It's good stuff. But yeah, I didn't actually check the package notes, so I don't know if those weapons have been added yet or not, or if they're going to wait until the big update next month when we release Foley, which I'm still cringing about. It's really going to depend on what Foley's powers are, but yeah, I don't see myself being a big Foley player. I just don't. Alright, let me stop rambling, we'll get into game, and then I can continue rambling. Yeah. Also, I do have ads playing. I apologize, but gotta make money somehow. I've got it scheduled that they'll go off every 30 minutes, so if I
Welcome back, operator.
And an ad is playing, just feel free to type it into chat that an ad is playing, and I'll just stop doing whatever we're doing, and I'll shut up. What the hell is this? Let me make that bigger so I can actually read it. And go to the live scene now. What is this? Tenno, we've made changes to our Platinum Pack offerings, and to mark the release of these refreshed packs, we have attached a limited time 2-for-1 Platinum coupon. This one-time use coupon applies specifically to select Platinum packs and is available for a limited time, so don't miss out on your chance to get more Platinum for less. We're eternally grateful for your continued support over the past 12 years. 13 years. Thank you, Tim. I can't believe the game's gonna be 13 years old this year. And yeah, I've been playing for 12, if anybody is curious.
Operator, Audit has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI presets. You could say we forged a new connection.
That's potentially a lot of platinum. Problem is, I don't have any money, because I bought this instead. Purchase added to inventory, 1,365 platinum. Troy Dick Prime Sight and Donna the Vendor Armor Set, 90-day resource and affinity booster. Now I just wish I had the extra platinum. Well, maybe I still have enough. But there are 4 of these boosters. There's 2 more to go along with this. Credit booster, and then there's a mod drop chance booster. There might also be a resource drop chance booster, but I typically like, when I get this, I like to take the platinum I have and go buy all of those boosters for the also 90 days, so that I have all of them for that time window, and then I go...
Well, it's a lazy night between the stars for you and me. While out there, the system is still on fire. Grenier on Corpus, Corpus on Infested, and in between the little people like you and me, well, we're just trying not to get stepped on.
Having that extra platinum from this coupon would be really nice. Let's take a look at it and just see... Okay, so yeah, so like if I bought this one for $200... Not happening. But with this coupon, I would effectively get 9,000. Yeah, 9,200 platinum. Which is insane. That is a lot of fucking platinum, but I still don't think that it's worth $200. More than likely, what I would do with this, since it's so high, is I would get the $25 pack. The $20 pack. There you go. This is where it would actually be the most valuable. Either the 25 or maybe even the 50. Spend $50, get 2,050 platinum. That would be worth it. Or again, if you don't want to go that high, you don't have that kind of money, I'd get the $20 pack, and that gives you 1,000 platinum almost. What, 6? No, okay. 760 platinum is what that would give you with the 100% bonus. Which 760 platinum for 20 bucks is definitely nothing to shake a stick at. Now, what would be cool is if we could get like that plus a login coupon and combine the two, so you get like a discount coupon and then the bonus on top of it. Unless they've decided to completely do away with their discount coupons, which, well, that kind of sucks. Because that's the only way I ever buy platinum packs is with discount coupons. Heirloom hotfix 41.1. What does this say? Okay. Platinum pack refresh, yep. A bunch of fixes, Tesla Nervos, buff from blah, DAGATH. Just a bunch of fixes, it looks like. Read the full patch notes, no thanks, not right now. I want to actually play the game. And talk to people, because that's fun. Alright. So, yeah. Anyways, VAUBAN. Honestly, I'm a huge VAUBAN fan. Always have been. He, at one point, was my go-to to run the Index. Specifically because of his tether orbs. I would just throw down a bunch of tether orbs in the Index, and it over by where I you throw them down in front of your base where the enemy would go to score their points, and the tether orbs would just grab everybody, and then you just grab a high damage weapon like Kuba Heck or the Fellark shotgun, something that'll just blast them away in a single shot. Kill the enemies, take their points, drop more tether orbs, and then run really quick and go score, and then just come right back, and it was quite effective. So, anyways, yeah, so I don't think I have a loadout for VAUBAN himself yet. But I did make loadouts for DAGATH, and oh my god, her skin is amazing. I'm not a super fan of the helmet, but it's still the best helmet she has, which is kind of bad. but not entirely bad. Oh, excuse me, I could cough. But yeah, like, so DAGATH just overall, even the Tenogen helmets, I'm not a fan of DAGATH and her base helmets and stuff. This one isn't too bad. I kind of like that. I don't have the $6, but but of her like default helmets that are not Tenogen, like her base is probably the best, but I don't think it suits the skin very well. I mean, it looks okay. But I'm definitely not a fan of her alt helmet. I think it looks terrible. It's just meh. Like, I like the horn. It's just something about the draping over her face that just makes it kind of look off. So, I like the pointy nature of it, so this is kind of like the better version of her alt helmet. But I think it's too long. And I know it's a horse. Horses have a long face, and that's what they were going for. But yeah, I don't know. It's good, but yeah. I'm very finicky when it comes to cosmetics and fashion. So honestly, I think I'd like to get this one for this skin. Use that because I think that looks pretty good. Don't ask me why, but I think it looks pretty good. And her base helmet looks decent. Also, I'm predicting now that because we just got GYRE, we have GYRE Prime right now, and based on the typical rotations that they do with Warframes and Prime releases, the next Warframe is going to be a female frame. And normally, after GYRE, if you look at their release order, the next one should be Varuna. But I'm going to put my wager in that they're going to do the same thing with the New Year thing that they did with Lavos, I think it was. Because Lavos was Year of the Snake, or something like that. And I don't know, they switched everything up because of the Lunar New Year for that, and kind of mixed up the order. So I'm going to sit there and say, and because DAGATH is also a female frame, and I think DAGATH would be the next one after Varuna anyways, so I think they're going to swap those two. That's my prediction, is that because of the New Year skin and her being so close to being an already released Prime anyways, I think that the next Prime Warframe is going to be DAGATH. What do I have in here that is a brand new weapon? Oh yeah. I finished building all of the 1999 guns. I need to level them up. I'm not doing that with this loadout. I don't know what weapon though would fit this outfit. I don't know what was... Hell, I don't know what would suit DAGATH, because I've never really played DAGATH. She's another one that at base originally I didn't really like her. I didn't like her design, powers-wise. So I just kind of, I leveled her and then just kind of, she just sat in my inventory. I did make 2 copies so that I could feed one to Helmet. So I do have her Helmet ability unlocked, but that's about it. Oh, that is pretty. I love that in these colors. Alright, I might have to play with this gun. I don't know anything about this gun. I ignored them at the time. Unique trait. Enemies killed by direct hits explode into lingering gas clouds. Oh. That could be useful. Especially if those gas clouds maybe, like, rock other elements on them. I don't know. Also, this is going to need a catalyst. Maybe. Possibly? Should I waste a catalyst on a gun that I may not actually use? Let's level it and see if it's something I'm actually going to spend any time using first. I don't want to waste rare resources on a weapon that I'm never going to play with. If I'm just going to level it and discard it, there's no point in putting Catalyst on it. With a focus lens to charge tower on strikes. Yeah, no. Again, I have my prediction is that DAGATH is going to be the next Prime, and if that's the case, I'm not wasting a focus lens on a base Warframe. Now, who's the other one I said? GYRE Prime. Here is dearest GYRE in all of her magnificence, and I do want to finish her build today if we can, because I was having quite a bit of fun leveling her. So yeah, but we have her Sayandana and her armor set now, so I would like to equip those if they actually look good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And she's already wearing a dress, so like it just kind of adds to the skirt, I guess. To the dress. I don't know. Alright. I had a hard time with her original armor set because it was a mashup of things. See, I don't know. Like, it looks nice, but I'm actually not certain I like that on her. It is a Prime, though, so I should probably go ahead and favorite it. What did I have originally? It was, yeah, the Protowire. Not the emergent one, apparently. I don't really like that either. I think that was this'll do for now kind of thing. Alright, we'll use the one that I'll just give her everything so that it looks nice. Do I have any? Oh yeah, GYRE Prime armor. So, probably not going to use the shoulders. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they look okay. But I also really like the ones that come with GYRE or something. That is weird. That is weird that they gave her a full armor set and then the Prime itself has its own shoulder blades. I mean, they actually, like, yeah, you know, they look kind of just like a more elegant version. Yeah, screw it, we'll use them. They look pretty good. And the legs. What do I have on there now? The Iatans. How does that look? Well, they pretty much disappear. They're leg plates. They don't look half bad, but honestly, I think I prefer the Iatans. In that one, yep, I think we'll keep the Iatans. So, not using all of them. And just the bunny ears. I'm not giving my Warframes bunny ears. I'm just not. Now all I need for her is an electricity-based ephemera. Like Vengeful Electricity or whatever. One of the Kuva ones. No, she doesn't work with colors. That one kind of looks pretty nice. That's the one that came with the most recent, the Varuna Deluxe skin. Which I have, but I haven't really played with, so maybe we'll do that today too. I think for right now, though, we'll just keep the wire matrix on her because I like that one. But I would like to get one of the Vengeful's electricity. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be doing a lot in the near future with Kuva and Tenet stuff, just so that I can finish getting all the weapons, and especially I'm going to be farming all the ephemeras, because that's something I've never done before. Because I did not consider them important enough to farm in the past, but now I want them. So, yeah. That's kind of going to be my main focus for a while. 72,000 is not enough. I need 95. Okay. And I think I need to replace my mouse pad or something, because my mouse cursor, I keep getting these little spots where I'll move my mouse around, and although I'm moving the mouse in reality, the cursor on the screen is not, and it's really annoying. Okay, what is that color scheme? Oh, I do not remember whose colors those are, but I'm not going to change it. I like them. Alright, so yeah, we're going to finish up with our primes first, I think. I don't know. Kind of really want to play with VAUBAN a little bit. No. Stop hitting the wrong button. That's exactly what I was talking about. I moved my mouse to select a different option, and the cursor on the screen didn't go anywhere. Alright, so I want to do like 3 different outlooks for him with the heirloom skin, because then it's by far his best skin. There's no denying it. That is just without a doubt his best skin. Even his last deluxe skin, although it was nice, it was okay. The Citadel skin, I don't like it. I think it was supposed to make him look like some kind of mechanical knight, and I don't like it. That one makes him look like a wannabe pirate captain. And then I had the suppressor one, which doesn't look terrible, but it colors all bad. Like, the color channels themselves are just, they don't hold color right, and it just doesn't look good. And of course, you're talking about prime details, and just, ugh. Yeah, I just really don't like it. That new helmet, though. Is that helmet good for that? Yeah. I like the style of the helmet, but again, the colors do not hold very well, and it just looks bad. So, yeah, definitely we're just going to stick with the new heirloom, because that is the shit. But I want to do something special with it. So this one we have sleeves exposed. In B, I want to keep the full sleeves and the puffy jacket, and I want to make it look cyberpunkish. And then for C, we're going to go no jacket. I just took it off. Go full-on fucking Shaolin monk looking shit. Yeah. Make him look like what Baruch should do. I'ma punch you really hard, except he doesn't punch. He throws little balls everywhere and makes you regret life. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of the thing. We got jacket, sleeveless jacket, no jacket. And then they're just gonna pick colors for them, which we'll do later, because I I have wasted a lot of time sitting here right now. I have a problem I need to fix really quick. Okay. Just go away. Goodbye. Go away. Close the program. I have this weird little desktop pad that's up here, but when I opened the website to look at the Warframe patch notes, it opened it on the pocket, on the desktop pad as well, and then it didn't go away, and it won't close, no matter how many times you hit the X button in the corner, it won't go away. So we just need to close the program entirely. Alright, so let's take a look at VAUBAN's build, because it is going to be changing. I just don't know how. The key thing here is I actually don't want to use a helmet ability with him, because I like all that he has. I've watched a couple of videos so far, and people are saying it's either his 3 or his 1 that he replaces with helmet. And I don't want to replace either one. I think they're both really fun to use. Tesla Nervos and proc Archon Stretch, which apparently that's all it's good for, but hey, that's actually some really good utility, because that gives you some seriously good acid health regen. The only thing on that I wish we could find a way to add is some kind of armor strip, which you get by throwing up Bastille. I think that's what I want the crux of this build to be. We're going to be putting in augmenting in that, which one is it? I think it is augment. It is the Enduring Bastille. Killing an enemy in Bastille extends the duration by 2 seconds. Vortex's duration is increased by 7% of its maximum duration for each additional vortex thrown into it. So I throw a whole bunch of vortexes. Throw down Bastille, throw a bunch of vortex orbs into Bastille, and it'll increase vortex duration. Never mind, okay. So I'm reading this entirely wrong. Bastille is increased its duration by 2 seconds for every enemy killed inside Bastille. Vortex Orbs, the alternate option, increases its duration by 70% every time you throw another Vortex Orb on top of the one that's already down. So the way you want to do this is, typically with Bastille, you throw a Vortex Orb down, and then you throw Bastille, because if you throw Bastille first and then try to throw a Vortex Orb, it'll just collapse your Bastille into the Vortex. But we want to focus on Bastille, because Bastille now has this wonderful little extra ability to it that gives you 1,500 armor by having it active. And enemies that are caught in it slowly lose their health. So we want more power strength, so that the amount of armor stripped per second, which is that debuff duration, we want that to be as high as possible. I'd like to try and get it to about 24% if we can. I won't need Augur Message. I think my range is good. For now, 190% I think is pretty good. That gives me what? 19 meters on the Bastille. That's a pretty good range on Bastille. If I have, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. If I can collect my own thoughts. I don't know why it's not showing here on the ability on Bastille, the buff duration. So the buff that it gives you, that it's not showing in the erect a containment field to capture enemies and suspend them in stasis, stripping your armor. It's not telling you that it's there. It's not. Why not? Why is it not telling you about the buff? It tells you the buff's duration, but it doesn't tell you what the buff is. I know what the buff is. I've seen it, but it should show that. Why does it not show that? That is going to leave people so confused. Yeah, now I betcha if you come over here to abilities, few augments, that's really cool. That is a thing now. Passive. Deal 1.25x damage. That's really good. It's probably in tips. Abilities travel in a hard game player to throw farther. Deploy multiple Tesla Nervos drones by looking down the ability. Yep. Tesla drones have a limited number of charges before it must be replaced. Mine layers. Great clever traps. Blah blah blah. Vector orb. Photon strike. Best when enemies are grouped together with like a vortex or orb. Yes, I understand. Cast Bastille around defense objectives. Then down allies to protect them. Yeah, it's really good for that. Hold to make the vortex orb. There it is. Stand inside Bastille to gain armor from trapped enemies. Gain an increased amount when stripping armor from enemies. That's it. That was the tip. Damage from both Mine Layer and Photon Strike scale with enemy level, which is really, really good. But yeah, no, this one. This is what we want. This should be in the... This should not be a tip. This should be in the ability description. It says there's a buff. That buff, what that buff is, should be in the damned ability description. What the hell? But yeah, so that's the buff that you get from throwing Bastille and standing inside it, is you gain an armor bonus, and you gain more armor as you strip it from your enemies, and it has a maximum cap of 1,500. That is significant, because it means we can use Arcane Battery, which is one of my favorite new arcanes. At 1,500 health, gain 1,000 energy cap. Meaning we will never, as long as we are standing in Bastille, we will never run out of energy. So yeah, it's good. And the other thing I wanted was, again, more... With that in mind, we don't need to worry about efficiency. We do want to have, I think, a higher damage. Okay, I do need to think about this a bit. We won't need equilibrium. So, what I think I want to put in here is actually Energy Nexus. In one of the dash slots. Which, between Energy Nexus and Archon Stretch, that's going to give us a significant amount of energy regeneration. So we'll be able to use that 1,000 energy just a lot. What else can I put in here? I mean, I could put Augur Message back and give myself some more duration. Duration is always nice, but I think what I'd rather have... if I'm gonna build this in such a way that I don't need to put any forma into it, there we go. Where are you? Augur Secrets. That's gonna be 168. Volt Augmented, that's going to jump that to 228%. And then finally, oh, we only have 15 points. Damn it! Okay. If I do that, put Blind Rage in there, prime continuity here, there we go. 267, Molt Augmented will put us over 300% power strength, which will give us, what, 30, almost 35% armor strip per second? So we're looking at 3 to 4 seconds inside Bastille. Bastille will last for 23 seconds, which is pretty good. Honestly, with that high a power strength, I almost think we could actually get rid of Molt Augmented. The downside here is I don't have Archon Shards in him, and I don't have the Archon Shards to give him.
Well put
so
together,
I'm having to
operator.
compensate for that.
Now get out
so
there
I think
and
for right now,
cut down the...
And make the Lotus
I like
proud.
Molt Augmented. I want to keep Molt Augmented. Eventually, I'll go back to it, but I think for right now, not certain. I want Arcane Concentration. On ability cast gains 60% duration. So for that, I cast an ability that doesn't really have duration, like Tesla Nervos, which will start my energy regen, and then as long as I cast Bastille within 3 seconds, I gain a bonus 60% ability duration on top of this, which puts that well over 200% ability duration. So, yeah. I think this might be my build for right now. I could make it better, but it would require format. What I could do is I could take out Augur Reach and Cunning Drift and instead put Overextended, and then that'll give me enough range that I could drop Adaptation and put Narrow-Minded in there, which would give me a lot of duration, and then I can swap out Prime Continuity for Transient Fortitude, which would give me even more power strength to combat the Overextended. But I think I would need at least one. I might do that. Let's see. I might do that. I have the form. I used some of the platinum I've been getting recently to actually just buy some Forma. Just buying Forma, because farming Forma is just so time consuming. I'd rather buy it. But yeah, we'll test this build and see how it works. Yeah, I'd also really like to put Prime Surefoot in here, which is why I was thinking that the overextended route might be the way I go. Because as long as I'm in Bastille, that 1500 armor, I don't need adaptation. I just don't. So easily I could do away with adaptation and I could overextend it in that place. But then I would need more power strength to combat the loss from overextended. Meaning I'd want to swap this out probably with Transient Fortitude. But then if I do that, I'm going to lose a bunch of duration, so then I use Narrow-Minded to combat that. And Narrow-Minded, yeah, it takes away a bunch of range, but I would already have such high range from Arcane Stretch and Overextended together that having a little bit less than Narrow-Minded wouldn't be as negative. Of course, the other thing that I could do to that is just put a bunch of red Arcane Shards out to negate the duration loss. suppose I could do the same thing with power strength and just combat the loss of overextended. Where is overextended? Yeah. So if I wanted to put prime stick footage, if I wanted to put overextended up there, I would need to pull those two mods out. Oh my god, mouse! Stop it! Not quick thinking. What am I doing? Quick thinking is cool, but I would need to do that. That drops that to 207. Yeah. And then I would need to drop this and put this in its place. This would also need a format. And that brings me back up to the 262. And now I have significant restoration. Holy crap, what the hell? Why is the mouse not working? Anyway, yeah, and then to combat that, I would need to put narrow-minded in here. Which would give me back a lot of the duration I just lost. Ah, hell's bells. Yes, I want to do it. What the fuck? I'm really getting annoyed with my mouse not wanting to actually move when I move it. Yep. Go ahead. Do that. Then we throw narrow-minded in there. Now we've got more duration than we had, but we just dropped our range a bit. 235 to 169. Oof. But yeah, see if instead of doing that, took that out, 199, 207. Yeah, if I use 3 Tau Archon Reds, that'd be what, an additional 45%? 75% if I used all 5. Yeah, it's a really bad balancing act, is all this is. And the problem right now with this is that range. Because that's a lot of range lost. 66%, shit. I'm actually less range now than I was just using the other mods I have. What is my range on this though? It's still 60 meters, which is okay. But if I take that off, I'm at 23. I've also seen people do this range build to kind of give him some shield gating. Hell, I'd rather do this. Armor 420, maybe not. See, now I'm second guessing myself. Because I want more range. I think the easiest solution to that would be to do this. Now we're back to 199. Slightly less power strength. But with that much duration, I could get rid of concentration. Or, yeah. that much duration, I could get rid of concentration and go back to using Molt Augmented. So that makes up the power strength difference. 199 range is pretty good. Still could be better. Definitely gonna need at least another 4 right here for that. If I'm gonna keep that. I mean, I don't see why not. Honestly, like, I'm trying to get, like, enough power strength for all the round build, but at the same time, that having just a bonus to best steel would be nice. Nah, keep this. What's the duration on that now, actually? Still 25 seconds. So it was 23 seconds, now it's 25 seconds. Concentration might actually be better there, because that'll bump it up over 30 seconds. And what? 238 power strength right now? Yeah, 238 power strength. We've got 23% debuff. So that'll take about 5 seconds to fully armor strip. How about now? 26%. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that'll take 4 seconds to fully armor strip. Which is kind of what I wanted. And with that, I don't need Molt Augmented. I can keep concentration, which will give me more duration. Ranges is okay. I wouldn't mind putting Cunning Drift back in here, but again, I need another Forma to do that. So, I think this is good for now. Let's go give it a try. And I'll
Sector is mine.
Yeah. You've taken over my area, blah, blah, blah. Defense. I need just a decent... Oh my god, I need my mouse to stop doing that. There we go, let's just do an exterminate. As a test run. 50 to 60 exterminate. If this doesn't work, then I need to go back and completely overhaul my entire build. Alright.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Out. Oh god, I don't have enough energy. But that's what the ball is for. There we go. So now we throw out the steel. And you can see the buff in the corner, but currently it's saying... I don't think I actually have any mods on this stuff. There we go. So now I've got 800 armor, which just really jacked up my my energy pool, which is gonna be nice. But it caps out at 1500. So if you get that 1500, we're gonna be set for a while. I love the changes to the tether and flesh.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
That is so good. Oops. Okay, so maybe this environment isn't the greatest for testing. Tell me I have it. I mean, okay, no, this is bad. I don't have enough starting energy. Could just be the environment I'm in. GYRE, where I don't have enough starting energy to actually shock everything. So, I definitely... I'm also going to need a good companion to go ahead. There we go.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yes. Look at it go. Look at it climb. That's all we needed. 600 energy. Hell yes. Throw out reflection orbs. Together. Yes, that works so well. Now to keep this going, all I have to do is stay inside of the seal, and the buff, the armor buff, will be permanent. I don't even have to have anything in the Bastille. As long as the buff is active and the armor is there, I just have to be inside the Bastille myself, and the buff is permanent. So if I leave it, and I see the counter going down to the Bastille, then it's not a bad thing to throw down a Bastille anyways. Because it grabs enemies, holds them in place. Yeah, I just need to get going. Once I get going, once that buff is built up, I want to have all max energy. This is kind of sickening. Yeah, I think the big thing that I'm doing is just a slightly higher pace of Digimax is
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
The nervous are out. I don't run out of energy. Period. The hard part is just keeping an eye on that buff. I think what they need to do with that, I think what would make that better is just a simple UI change. So, like, the same as, like, Warframe.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Thing that shows you, like, they have a special buff. So, for, like, when you say it's below, it shows you how effectively it is working by just giving you that extra number there. That's all I think they would need to do with VAUBAN. To make this ideal, that's all they need to do, because keeping a track of that buff in the top right corner is something really hard, especially for players like me who have a large monitor. So all they need is, yeah, give me that little symbol in the top right corner. Hell, they can use the same symbol, just like take the buff symbol that's up there right now, put a circle around it, set it down below, give a number underneath to show you just how much you have, and then as you start to use the buff, when the duration goes down, just put a timer in there, like inside the circle. Just something that shows that the buff is there. See, look at that. 1500, all I have to do is throw down Bastille. And the buff is permanent as long as I'm in Bastille. So just having a little indicator on your screen that shows you, oh hey, your Bastille has died or something like that. Or hey, your buff is now counting down or another Bastille. Something that's a little bit more in your face and more noticeable than just that icon at the top of my screen. That's all it needs. And that is a very simple, just UI addition. Nothing more about VAUBAN himself needs to change. I think it's fantastic. His build will work great. His rework is amazing.
This all you got?
I just need that tiny little
Next time you pay
change.
more, Tenno. Now go.
So that it makes it easier for me to just keep the buff on all the time. That's all I want. But yeah, no, I think this build works. I think it's pretty good. I mean, obviously the true test would be to go and run it against some Steel Path enemies. Maybe see how he fares in Descendia, Steel Path, because that's my new touchstone for those kind of things. Yeah. And let's go for this. I need credits. A lot of credits. But we'll go ahead and get those going. Anything else to just kind of permanently play? No idea. File. I don't think so. Oh my god, stop that. I still have so much farming to do with various things. I just don't care about the place much right now. How low is that? Level 14. That's not bad. So yeah, he really just needs some energy max. I don't know if I have any.
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
Really any ultra shards. Very but nothing I want to equip on them. Max energy fill on spawn. That could be useful, actually. Tau version will give you 45%. I really wish they would do more to buff ability range. They've got a lot of stuff in here now, buffing power strength and power duration, which is fantastic. Efficiency, we have so many different ways now to improve efficiency. I don't think they need to address that either. I need more ability range. We need, like, Archon shards or something else. Give me a prime stretch for crying out loud that gives me like 85% range. And then buff Archon stretch to match prime stretch. I don't know. We need to do more about range. Because having to put like just so many different mods in your build for range that is a bit annoying. They need to do more to buff ability range. Give us more options to buff ability range. Because we now have ways to buff ability duration and ability strength. Just kind of out the ass. I can put 500% ability strength on No-Go for crying out loud. I could probably do it on other Warframes too. I just need to subsume No-Go. I don't want to do that. At least not yet. Alright, on this front to make it a little bit better right now. Oh boy, let's use up all of the points that I can possibly do. This is bad. 14 points left. Let's go ahead and throw a couple elementals on here just for the damage sake. And I can go on. Oh. Hell, let's do the combo. There we go. Magnetic and radiation. With more magazine capacity and reload speed. Sure. And then multi-shot. That'll work for now. It's not great, but it should do better than it was. I love the way that colors. That looks fantastic. I might actually leave that as a Warband weapon because I like the way it looks. Which means I'm gonna probably put a catalyst and a bunch of Foreman into it if that's the case. Alright, let's go finish leveling him up and excellent slot. Arval spy mission, that wouldn't be too hard. Defense also wouldn't be super hard. Capture. Interception, I'm going to avoid like it's the flag. Hey look, there's another exterminator.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
And catch a bunch of enemies with armor in it so they can start stripping. And then once that happens... Once that armor buff kicks in and it starts increasing my energy max, like... Then I'm just... doing good. Yeah, it's okay. I definitely need to fast energy, and I kind of want to put energy nexus back in the build in some way. This might mean nerfing my power strength. Look how far that just grabs his ass and pulls him in. Wow. Fantastic. Need more armor, please. Thank you. Yeah, I might actually be able to go a little bit less on the power strain. There we go.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, I definitely want to finish and actually back in the build. How much energy do I need? And yeah, I'm also for sure. You know, that's a way I can keep them alive without the need of extra footage, which could let me put in Cunning Drift again. Is I could give him a doggo that basically would give me armor. Overguard. Secondary. Is getting the last of that arcane that gives me overguard by stealing it from
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
I just love all the silly antics.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Never safe. No, no, no. I find you. My blade soon called your heart its home.
Here, buddy.
Give me power, queens! Aid me in squashing this stinky, squamous, slugly tenno thing!
Also, it doesn't appear that my Vestir is stripping armor from
What did
my
I do?
range.
What did I do?
Well, that's...
Go back! I bleed you! I grows up, I gets bigger! Yes! Yes!
What the hell happened? Where'd he go? Also, the armor buff is completely gone. Oh, and I completely forgot about the augment. I definitely need to change my build. I meant to put an augment in here and I forgot about it. Having that much trouble?
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
You can hold still now. I'm a complete total idiot. So, because I forgot about the augment, why I was focused so heavily on duration, I don't need that reminder. What the hell? I forgot about the augment. I don't need that reminded. I just wasted a bullet. better way of stripping the guard, but I think we can make up for that. Where's my... Or hell, I'm gonna try and do both. But yeah, I kind of feel like a total idiot because got all about this augment.
Another job well executed.
The whole point of having the hydration was so that I could go ahead and keep Bastille up for a long time. And the range was so that I could stay in it for basically forever.
Are you looking for little me? I can almost see you from here. Yes.
I mean, yeah, we are looking for you, dude, because I'm totally going to kill you. But we now have foam in there, so let's go ahead. I only stabbed him once. Wait, what do you mean that was wrong? That shouldn't have been wrong. Because we unlocked it with Ool. That shouldn't have been wrong. Screw it. I don't really need Ool then, because I have 2 of 3.
Operator, Ordis is sorry
Happy
to report that all my good jokes are gone.
Damn it. It's actually annoying that it was a failure when that was with Ool. So now I gotta try it again. But now we also want to take Ool out because we have 2 different Requiems. And you don't want to actually use the Ool because they're rare. I don't think I remember. Obviously putting a fucking melee influence buff on here. Duh. Steel, Elementals, Reach, Doctor Touch, Organ Shatter, Wounds, Electricity in there. So these are just missing, they've got decent attack speed already. So we don't need that, these are missing mod, which we're gonna do Dreamer's Wrath. Yeah. Disciples Merit, it's really just the single best one. Just attack 4 times, get 10 okay. The only other one that you want to use is Dreamer's Wrath, because it gives you that bonus critical damage. But Disciples Merit is just the best. Because it just guarantees 10 okay after 4 hits. Missing that. Melee influence in here. That would significantly up the damage. 42% crit, 34% status. Probably gonna put Galvanized Reflex in there for the last slot. For that heavy attack efficiency and just the sheer combo build. The speed at which it helps you build combos is insane. It's either that or condition overload for just more damage. This weapon right now really doesn't matter. Oh no, it's probably going to be elementalist. Again, more damage. But specifically more status damage. Anyways. I don't know why I'm worried about that too much. But yeah, so VAUBAN, yeah, I fucked up with VAUBAN. Because I can get rid of narrow-minded. And my power strength is high enough, I think I can get rid of other secrets too. And again, we can throw energy nexus in here. Shit. Okay, I do need higher duration than that. But that's a simple matter of, I guess we'll get rid of transient fortitude. Shit.
Everybody to the party. We're online. Online. We're online. Step into the night where all the stars are bright.
Alright, let's put the augments in there because the augment's not going away. And the augment's the only thing I really want the duration for. The rest of it is fine. I literally just want it for Bastille. To increase the duration by killing enemies inside. My typical routine of things is going to be throw down Bastille, start stripping armor, get the energy that I need, and then well, probably between the Energy Nexus and Archon Stretch, that's going to be Energy Gem, Regen, obviously Bastille, to get that armor, to increase Energy Max, so that I can get more energy to just cast abilities, and then I'm going to be damaging enemies inside using Tether Fletcher Orb. And that's it. And every enemy I kill inside the Bastille will increase its duration, effectively making it infinite. And Bastille's the only thing I wanted more duration for, so if it's infinite thanks to the augment, I don't need a ton of duration. I do want to keep it at least at 100%. But that means this depolarity was completely pointless. The only way I can make this better is if I can find some way to apply toxin damage to my Fletchette orbs, so that I can use Archon Continuity. I think that'd be fun. Or heat damage, so I can use Archon Vitality. So yeah, this is wasted, and I think I would rather put Prime Flow in there for some, again, higher energy. And then with that level of range, this is a toss-up now, because I wasn't really getting knocked down all that much in that mission, in those missions, so I really don't think I need to worry so much about Prime sure-footed. Because it wasn't really getting knocked down all that much. Also, I have more duration here. But again, I don't need it. I don't need it. This can go back to being multi-augmented. With that augment, I don't need. So that makes up the power strength difference. And again, I can go throw some Archon shards in here too to give him even more to make up the difference. So this slot here, I'm actually thinking maybe preparation would be better. Just so I start with max energy and it gives me the ability to throw off all of my abilities all at once. Definitely need to rechange that. That's so bad. I wouldn't mind actually just getting an Omni format to put in this slot. Also, with the armor strip, I don't need corrosive projections, so for the aura mod, let's go with energy siphon to just further increase my energy regen. I could also, yeah, I need to do, yeah, I need an Omni forma there, so that I can put, brief respite would also be a really good option. Health regen wouldn't be bad. So we could go with that for now. It's not a lot though. 0.3. This is 0.3, isn't it? No, that's 0.6. All the same. This is giving me 3 energy per second. This is giving me 2 energy per second. So that's 5 energy per second already. So that 0.3 or 0.6 really doesn't matter. Another one that would be really good is Worthy Camaraderie. Weak point critical damage. Crit chance, sorry. Still, that'd be really good. But again, that's gonna need an aura forma slot. I gotta change the polarity in the aura forma slot, and if I'm gonna change it to anything, it's gonna be that one. The Omni. So yeah, I screwed up. Let's do that for now. Do that for right now. I'm gonna switch that again to a dash, and then we'll swap those, and that'll give me some more points. And that was one extra format that I didn't need. Oh, sad. Sad gamer noises. Stardays is still going, 12 days remaining. But I have everything from Stardays, so I don't know. Where are we now? Series, okay.
Ooh, yes! Sector falls into my hands!
Wow, look at
Hold
everything
on,
that.
all mine! Yes! Sector! Yes!
Shut up. All it's missing is the Nightmare mission. Kuva Flood. Kuva Flood, Kuva Lich, Meso Fissure, Standard. All it's missing is the Nightmare mission. Holy crap, that's a lot. Alright.
There is a large platoon
look
of
at that
Grenier
energy
Marines
regen
stationed
now.
here. Leave no one standing.
Let me throw these out. And then you can just see it soaring even more. Yes, that's what I was missing. sadly, they really do need to buff the damage with Tesla. It's not that it's bad to say, but it's bad. I'm enjoying the energy regen, but those two guys really should have died faster. There we go. Yeah. Build that up. Lots of energy, and then flush it away.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Hell? What are you doing up there? Go to hell. Yeah, nice out. Here. This guy. There we go. There goes the overguard. Perfect. Yeah, with this setup, my only
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Weakness. As long as I can keep my Bastille up and keep enemies trapped in it, keep my armor, my energy at maximum. It's definitely a balancing game, but it's one that I think it works well with overpowering me right now. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I can't exactly ignore calls from family.
The dog on board or something.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Conversation happened behind me that I didn't really think was going to be, you know, live on the internet. Thankfully, I don't have anything to talk about. There we go. Yeah, last gasp was so good. Oh god, I didn't actually expect that animation to happen. He was just kind of extra bummed. Yeah, see, keeping track of that timer on my buff is kind of challenging.
Use caution. I am picking up traces of prosecutor shield auras in your vicinity.
Anything but a prosecutor. Yeah, help me redemption. Not fast enough. Enemies aren't dying.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction. Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out for more.
Legend orbs are supposed to scale with them. They're not. I mean, they are. It seems to be a lot slower than I would like. I mean, if I can get the full combo going, getting that full combo.
This all you got? Next time you pay more, kiddo. Now go.
If lost upon the plains outside Cetus, you may derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call Ito Da. You may also never form a consonant again, but at least you will not be dead.
Oh, right. Well, everybody, apparently today was just a really bad day to stream. So,